Hello guys. So this is the video to help you guys finish the assignment for Friday, April 10th. Um, so today it is Friday, April 10th. Few things before I go over this. um, One, um, I obviously miss being in class with you guys. It's a lot better just to be able to see your bright faces every day and um, teach you that way. I'm not a fan of this online teaching stuff, but it's what we have to do right now to stay safe. And I hope that you guys are all taking advantage of that and not putting yourselves in harm's way. I'm still here to be as much help as I possibly can to you. Use me if you need me. Uh, Second, the way that I'm thinking about these assignments as we do them is I want to make sure that you're actually doing every single step that I ask you to do. And the reason being, if you don't, you're missing out on valuable instruction. Uh, the unit we're on right now, talking about the Holocaust, is very, very important to know about because it was a major event in the world's history. And it would just make me feel horrible if you guys didn't walk away from this year at least attempting to learn it. And so, I'm making some changes to the way I assess you guys on that. It was brought to my attention that apparently the multiple choice questions are easy to guess or they are common sense, um, and the extended response you can answer it without reading anything. So as we continue, I'm going to be writing questions. You'll actually have to read the documents that I have to answer those. Um, I'm probably not going to do any more multiple choice. If you can just guess those, that defeats the whole purpose because you're not learning anything. So thank you to those students who brought that to my attention. Um, so today, you're again going to click on the slideshow with the directions. I'm just now noticing how dark it is in here. And I want to do Friday, April 10th. We'll read this document here about the final solution. You should have read something in the PowerPoint yesterday about the final solution, just as a general overview. But this document actually goes through everything, has some pictures. This here are the clothes of some murdered Jews, the German policemen searching through them, um, pictures of executions. It's a hard section to look through. The cattle cars that were used to transport the Jews. Um, it's really a sad topic. So don't do it an injustice. Let's read this. Let's learn about it. Once you read that, you're also going to read this excerpt from Night. This is one of my favorite books of all time. So Night was written by a guy named Elie Wiesel, or yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it, because W's in German are pronounced as V, not W. So Elie Wiesel, um, he Night is a memoir, which is basically a personal story. So in Night, he talks about his experience in getting put in ghettos and then eventually being sent to Auschwitz, I believe, is where he went. Or maybe, I think it was Auschwitz. Um, and this particular excerpt that I'm having you guys read is his experience with something called a death march. So when the Nazis realized that the Allied forces, which was like the US and Great Britain and places like that, beeping somewhere, when they realized that they were closing in, they would go on these death marches. So they would bring all these Jews out of the camp and they'd go on just miles long walks in the freezing cold. And the Jews didn't have anything to keep them warm or anything like that. So um, a lot of them died from like starvation or by freezing. If they fell behind, they were shot. So this excerpt is particularly um, emotional to read. Um, and I'll probably have a reading myself for you guys going through that. So, um, yeah. Um, so once you read this, and please do, because it's sad, but it's very raw. Once you read both of these things, you're going to fill out the Google form. I'll wait for it to open just so I can go through it. As you can see, and let's try to put your real names. I've had some weird stuff happening with that. As you can see, I don't have any more multiple choice here. You actually have to read the excerpts um, in order to answer it. If you guys have any questions about what you're supposed to do, please let me know. I'd much rather you ask me instead of guessing or just skipping it, because obviously I can't count it as complete if you skip it. But that's it for the day, and I will have more stuff for you on Monday.